I followed through with the American Civil Liberties Union and filed a complaint, and I had never received any relief there. I received a letter denying any relief or claim for all the numerous violations of civil rights, and they failed to follow through and do that. This issue was they didn't have any monies and they didn't have attorneys to get into it. I found out later that the former Attorney General Patricia Madrid was the president of the Civil Liberties Unions, which she had been working for the state as the Attorney General prior. Then I understood, well, now I know the tie-up. I says, and why we can't follow through. Everything tied up to racketeering as far as all the evidence that I seen was concerned, all the documentation I remitted. I wrote to the NAACP because I understand they were supposed to go ahead and represent people of color. Well, I never ever received any response from NAACP. I had people call there, remit letters there, and I received no assistance from them whatsoever. They couldn't help me. Okay, the black drugs, I'd like to go ahead and remit a little bit more information. That the closest thing the FDA can order is the next to banning of these drugs. And the black spot drugs warning is for the double the rate of suicide produced for these drugs when given to anyone under 18.
The suicide rate doubles for children under 18?
This is what I understand. I'd like to go ahead and have you remit what they have done to my children and show you the photographs before and after. Well, the children were with me, and I could never see my child because they kept my children away from me for unknown reasons, and there was no abuse of any kind whatsoever.
Now, we got a picture up there of your children standing in front of a wall of herbal medications. As the Bible said, the herbs are for our healing.
Yes, they're 100% pure herbs, and this is how I do my healing, with just pure herbs, no additives, no ingredients. And many of the results I got are immediate. Within about 3 days, or within the first dosages that they receive, within a week, they start feeling changes, the individuals.
Where do you get your herbs from?
A lot of the herbs, I make my own preparations. I make preparations, and I have preparations that will knock out any plague that's coming to the U.S. or any other country. And the other were remedies that I use that will knock out any pain stronger than morphine. And a lot of the morphine sometimes doesn't work, and I use a combination of herbs that I make that knock out pain in any part of the body within 20 to 30 minutes.
For what people that really don't know what herbs are, and I'm sure a lot of people don't, what's the general meaning for the herbs?
They're God-given herbs. They're given to us by God, the Creator, and He went ahead and gave those. And if you read the book of Leviticus and the book of Genesis, it relates to the herbs were given to us by God to create the healings for all types of diseases or any ailments whatsoever.
And it doesn't say anything about pharmaceutical drugs that the doctors prescribe, does it? It says herbs in the Bible.
It says herbs in the Bible. Yes, it does. Nothing man-made. These are just produced by God and His energies. And His energies are created within those. And they are complete healings of different ailments. I have remedies that doctors and scientists say they're looking for leukemia. I've got herbs to go ahead and eliminate leukemia from the body. I've got aids that you use from the similar herbs, and they will go ahead and eradicate tumors from the body. They'll eradicate cancer from the body. They'll eradicate hepatitis C from the body. They'll eradicate headache, pain, migraines, build the immune system, energize the system, clear the system from head to toe. I use herbs for that. I've got herbs that protect the body and also build up the immune system, but also go ahead and they aid in reversing HIV positive.
Now, in Des Moines, as well as many other cities, and I assume, I'm sure in your state of New Mexico. There are other stores that sell herbal medications. There's a lot, just like you can go to the pharmacy and buy prescriptions, but we have herbal stores that we can go buy their herbs, correct?
That's correct, but there's certain situations. A lot of these herbs and many of these large companies add inert ingredients and other compounds and chemicals. They would act just as equivalently to the pharmaceutical drugs you buy because they have chemicals in them.
So we got to be careful of the herbs that we do buy. Some of them are not as good as others.
A lot of the herbs are not pure. That's what you have to look for. The potency's not there, and therefore it's slowed down, but the one that manufactures these herbs and adds these inert ingredients make vast amounts of money. Okay, buy these. And the purity in the herbs that I put together and the ones I mix and compound, it is there, so I get immediate results from almost anyone that comes to see me when I prescribe these herbs to them.
What is a herb? Is that a plant? Describe that to us just a little bit.
The herb is a plant. It is grown in different areas. Some of the purest of herbs that I get from other countries. And the green type of herb is very, very, very valuable. The greener the herb, the better.
What is a herb that some people might recognize? The average person that doesn't know what a herb is, but it's plants that we have in our country.
Well, the best bet I could go is a lot of people need to be educated on what the herbs are because you can get them around the country free, but a lot of the herbs you have to be careful because sometimes you come in an area that's sprayed and you don't want to be intoxicated by whatever sprays they're using.
Now, dandelion would be a herb, wouldn't it?
Dandelion is an herb, yes, it is.
Yeah, and a lot of other plants like
You said you showed us some pictures a moment ago about your children before they went into foster care. What is this picture?
That picture right there is my daughter drugged up. After they'd started drugging her, she went ahead, and you can see the dilation in the eyes if you look close enough. When I first saw her in the court, I was devastated because of the fact that they were putting chemical drugs into my children that never had drugs in their life into them. And they caused a lot of memory loss in them, and showed even by the tapes that I have. And then she's got about 45 pounds addition in weight, and if you've seen that one picture, she has nothing but additional weight gain. And I mentioned this to her, what was happening, what was going on, and I was just feeling very, very irritated. I became angered inside. I kept my anger inside, didn't show emotions to those people because
yes, I know they can use that against you in court. I fought that for 20 years. That you got to keep your emotions hidden,
yeah.
Even though in real life you shouldn't have to.
You said that the seizure at your home had many parallels to the seizure of the 416 children at the LDS compound in Texas. Can you comment on that?
It was equivalent to the Texas apprehension of those children because they ran in there and they apprehended those children without any sufficient warrant, probable cause. The same thing in my case. They came on a possible criminal charge, is what the statement of Officer Moore stated. Officer Moore stated that he saw there was no probable cause to go into my home, so he knew that the magistrate would not give him a warrant to enter my home. So he decided on his own he did not need a warrant. So he came in anyway, and they did a search of my home, apprehension of my drugs, and he also admitted in the transcript that he didn't need a warrant. He didn't feel he needed a warrant. He also stated that